Welcome back to MMA Al Dente. I am here to talk about Lerone Murphy versus Joshua Culibao. Josh Culibao is 29 years old, 11-1-1 as a pro, and he's got 1 inch of height but giving up a half inch of reach to 32-year-old Lerone Murphy, who is 12-0-1 as a pro. Lerone Murphy, the one draw comes to Tybura Tukhugov. Very close fight. Tukhugov, even though I think he was kicked out of the UFC after his last fight. Yeah, he certainly belongs and could still be beating guys in the UFC. Very good fighter. And his last fight was really close too. A lot of people consider that a loss to Gabriel Santos. I kind of do as well. I thought it was a very close fight. Lerone Murphy is a very well-rounded fighter, and he's always in it. Maybe he's not the most well-rounded, no submissions, but he's got good enough grappling for sure. But he was out-grappled against Gabriel Santos. I did think he was a little exploited there. But still, we've seen him out-grapple before. Makwan Amirkhani, that guy out-grapples everybody in round 1, and Lerone Murphy was no different. But where he separated himself from everybody else is he knocked him dead in round 2 with a flying knee. That was pretty early on in round 2, and it was just, you're faded and I'm not. And Lerone got him out of there with a beautifully timed knee. He got maybe his best win over Douglas Silva de Andrade via unanimous decision. Douglas Silva de Andrade, he's never really won the big one, but that guy is a very good fighter. Definitely one of the more underrated fighters of his time. He also TKO'd Ricardo Ramos, pounded him out on the ground. Ricardo Ramos is a really tough guy to beat and a very tough guy to finish as well. And Lerone Murphy proved to have that finishing prowess. Lerone, he's still sitting perfect. And even though he doesn't look like the perfect fighter, he definitely seems like a difficult guy to beat, even if you could exploit some holes in his game. Again, like Santos and Makwan. And Culibao, I don't know if he's going to be looking to take the fight to the ground, even though he's coming off a big submission victory. Culibao is 11-1-1 as a pro. The one draw comes to Charles Jourdain in his debut, I believe. Oh, no, the debut was against Jalen Turner, who TKO'd him in round 2. There's got to be a little forgiveness there. It's Jalen Turner. He's a monster, and he TKO'd him at lightweight, probably on short notice. But, that's his only loss, and the one draws to Jourdain. He's got 5 wins via TKO, 1 via submission, 5 via decision. The 1 submission win comes in his last fight, and you know what? That's where we needed to see it from him, against Melsik Bagdasaryan. We saw what happened with Tucker Lutz, who had a good amount of success against Melsik, but the submission game wasn't there for him. Culibao turned things around on a dime and got him out of there with a rear naked choke. That's his only rear naked choke. It's just not in his instincts, really, Culibao. He has 5 TKO victories, but in the UFC it's been decisions. Sengwoo Choi, very tight decision. Shailon Nurbandeke, he beat him by decision as well in a legitimate fight. I always have to shit on Derek Minner. But this is a pretty close fight because Culibao is a scrapper. The one thing I trust about him is to try hard. He's got a lot of grit. If you don't take him out like Jalen Turner did, he's going to be in your face in round 3. And I think a guy in your face with Lerone Murphy, it's a points battle, and Lerone Murphy is not the most in-your-face volume guy. So I think that right away puts Culibao in the realm of winning this fight. But the reason I'm picking Lerone Murphy and siding with him is because I don't think Culibao has the grappling instincts in him in the first place. And even if it's his game plan here, I don't think he's got what it takes to sustain a grappling game plan against Lerone Murphy. I think this will largely be contested on the feet, and I'm expecting Lerone Murphy to pull ahead. Lerone Murphy has power. He may not have the most volume, but I think once he realizes, he's in a stand-up fight, and he can, it alleviates some grappling concerns of his, he can let loose a little more. In a 3-round fight, Lerone Murphy hasn't been bested yet, and against a guy who is not a reliable grappler, I'm trusting Lerone Murphy. Lerone Murphy by decision is the pick. I'll wait for the props because I'm pretty sure if he wins it, it'll be by decision. But as of now, I've only played on Lerone Murphy, the money line, -150. Like, share, subscribe, all that horse shit, and check out my other videos.